Hey everyone, welcome to MLS Teams in Spain. This is a sequel to a FIFA 16 series that I did called MLS Teams in England. If you did not watch that series, let me explain how this works. So in each episode we swap Granada, because they're probably going to get relegated anyway, with the team from Major League Soccer. Then we simulate through 4 seasons, and at the end of each one, we analyze how that particular MLS team performed in La Liga, or potentially La Liga 2 if they get relegated at some point. So this series is just a fun experiment to see how MLS teams compete with other clubs from around the world. Let's get started. So in their first season, they did not have a very good time. They finished dead last. They only won 2 games out of 38, finishing on 17 points. They conceded 71 goals and only scored 24. That gives them a minus 47 goal difference. So yeah, that was absolutely terrible. But, you know, maybe they can kind of get their crap together in the second season and kind of rebound. Let's find out. Well, they kind of, they got some of their crap together. This is really disgusting, but yeah, they weren't terrible this time around. They still finished mid-table in the second division. So yeah, at least we know that they're not just going to completely tank and just fall down to like the 10th division. But yeah, so they finished 14th this time, won 11 out of 42. Their goals scored, goals conceded, goal difference, all that, that's not too bad. So yeah, I just say it was a mediocre season. I think there's definitely room for improvement still. But yeah, definitely wasn't anywhere near as bad as their first season. Okay, so things are improving now. They finished 9th, looks like about 10 points off from a promotion playoff spot. So yeah, they won 16, drew 13, and lost 13, scoring 50 and conceding 52. So they didn't concede as many goals as most of the teams around their position, and as a result, they were one of the few teams they were the only team in the top half to have a negative goal difference. But yeah, it was overall a kind of halfway decent season. So yeah, let's get right into the final season and see where they end up. And they just went back down, so this time they finished 16th in the league. Not as bad as a couple of the teams so far in this series, but yeah, still, they were definitely improving, finished 9th last time, pretty close to a playoff spot to get promotion back to La Liga, but they didn't really build on that improvement, and now they're just way back down here, even lower than they ever were before. So yeah, only won 10 out of 42 this time. Goals conceded was pretty fine, goals scored was pretty fine as well. But you know, they just didn't win enough games, and that's it. So yeah, I think they were probably, again, pretty decent compared with some of the other teams. So yeah, that's all for today's episode of MLS Teams in Spain. Sorry for it coming out a day late, but yeah, there's only a few episodes left actually. Let me go ahead and bring up the calendar. We can go and see how many there are left. Alright, so next week is Seattle Sounders, followed by Sporting Kansas City, then Toronto FC, then Vancouver Whitecaps, which is scheduled for April 30th. It might be later if something gets in the way. But yeah, and then that's it for the series, but a couple weeks after that I'm going to be doing like a recap of the entire series, so we can like really easily compare all of the teams and how they did. But yeah, more on that later. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of MLS Teams in I almost said England, in Spain.